It Clicks original podcast with your boy, Mo 3 times. Oh my goodness. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on? Yeah, we're back. We took the week off last week. We took the week off. We took the week off because, damn it, we had bags forming under our eyes. We needed our sleeps. Guys, we need our sleeps. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Mo 3 times. This is the Me episodes live with the call-in line. Hold on, let me get back to doing this thing. Here's our call-in line, 313-825-5557. Tonight is Thursday. It's a little past 7:30 by the time I get to be talking to you and everything like that. Oh, it's 7:30. We don't have that much time. So let's do this. Tonight's show. Oh, this better work. Oh, that's right. Y'all tripping. Dilbert creator Scott Adams talks his shit. Oh, don't get me twisted. Don't get me twisted. Hold on. I got more for you. That screen went black, but bam! Who's corny? Who's corny? Is it Michael B. Jordan? Is it L'Oreal? Huh? Who's corny? Let's keep more applause going, guys. As we talk our shit, get our clicks. Hang out with me, guys. Hang out with me. We're going to do all of that. We're going to talk about these things this evening. Tonight, we're going to talk about these things. But first of all, I've just been trying to get it right. This camera's a little wonky. It's time for upgrade, guys. Guys, let the children say it's time for upgrade. Yeah, all right, let's stop that. Let us stop that. No new sound effects this week. I know.
The truth.
I still love that one. But I had the pop out. I don't know where the pop out went, but let's see if I can throw it up here. Where is the pop out? Bam. Yeah. Hey, chat. What's going on, chat? I can't chat back because I don't even know where I have so many screens open right now. I don't know where my chat is. Oh, there it is. Ooh, look at that. What am I doing? What are we doing? Like, I really wish I had somebody in here right now. Right now. I wish I had everybody right now in here on the chat as we talk about who's corny now. Who's corny now?
Because I was drunk.
No, that's not good. Boom. Who's corny now? How about that?
You have failed.
Who's corny now? No.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Who's corny now?
Hey, bitch.
Nah, that's how.
Come here.
That's how he's looking at it. Oh my goodness gracious! I'm gonna rock out, guys. We're gonna rock out for a bit. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring up a little bar for bar. We're gonna catch up, get this show rolling. We got some time now. I can't get to my phone, but somebody's got the group chat. Let the fams know. I know I wasn't here last week. This is what happens when you miss a week. This is what happens when you miss a week, guys.
What you cheering?
You're on the live with one viewer. That's how we do it. But we got a like. Who's corny now? See how it's like a little, my camera's a little draggy. I don't like that. It was good before. But now it's not. But we must do what we gotta do. We're going to do what we came to do. Yeah. Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live, Mo 3 times. Get your call in on. Get it on. You know what? Yeah, let's put this out. Let us push it out. Yay! Let the children sing. I know. I took off last week. Guys, but I'm back. No excuses. I already gave my excuse anyway. I needed sleeps, guys. I'm only one man in this land. I got a lot to do, a lot of work stuff going on. And I was tuckered out, straight up. I was straight up tuckered out. I was tuckered out because I'm just a baby. But I missed you guys last week as well. What are we up to now? Let me. I gotta like swivel over here. So I caught up on some sleep, guys. I definitely caught up on some sleep. Let me get this mic out. Yeah. Caught up on some sleep. I got the new the Hogwarts Legacy. I am going through their Expelliarmus. You know what I mean? I'm hitting them with the solo, whatever. All those charms and spells and all that wickedness, guys. It's the devil, guys. It's the I don't know.
Stop the cat.
Right. But anyway, it is a good RPG, little surprises in there, little cool things you can do. The animation looks damn swell. But honestly, I got a PlayStation 5 and like I have not found a game that absolutely positively pushes the PS5 that technology to the limits. I haven't found that game yet. Like when the Xbox came out, first it was Halo. I know some of you guys don't know about these video games, but hey, let me tell you what. I'm a gamer. I do my thing. What's up, Ev? Mainline's in here. Cato's in here. I'm hitting buttons worse than ever.
A little crack in you.
Worse than ever, guys. I'm hitting these buttons. That's what happens when you miss a week. You don't shoot your 1,000 jumpers.
Just like you pull in.
Every day. That's what happens. You're going to have an off one. But tonight's not going to be an off night. I'm just hanging out, chilling, talking to y'all because we're going to get this going. Definitely. But they say waits up a little bit. They say just wait up a little bit. Let me get on and let y'all know. All right, so I took the week off. I was planning some things out. One of the ideas we had was this year we did the Black Presence during Black History Month. We got exactly one whole guest in. There was a lot going on, but I vow to you guys that we're going to make this Black History Month a whole entire yearly thing. It's just going to be Black History, when and where and how we feel like presenting it. And that's how we're going to do it. And we still got some great guests.
Hold up, wait a minute.
That's right. We got some great guests that are going to be joining our show. Can't wait to introduce you guys to all of the... Right? I still don't want to talk about the Eagles games. Not at all. Because tonight we are going to not just talk about Michael B. Jordan and L'Oreal. We're going to be talking about Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert. You guys remember comic strips back in the day? Open a newspaper, read the funny pages. Dilbert was prominent in here. If you work in any type of office right now, today's day, I assure you, there's somebody with some type of little Dilbert paraphernalia in their office, be it a little keychain, be it a little a poster, a little calendar of Dilbert. Somebody inside the office building more than likely has that Dilbert. And now, after these many years of saying, "Oh, I've watched Dilbert," I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I love the Boondocks when they came on. I remember that when they showed up in the pages. But to say I'm a huge fan of Dilbert, nah. I like Andy Capp. Dilbert wasn't bad though. It really wasn't bad. And I didn't know that the creator of Dilbert was actually Scott Adams. I probably read that, because they do the bylines in the newspapers. But, I never even was curious about him at all. But this week, he made some crazy comments, y'all. He made some Hold on. Let me just pause that bar for bar made by El Vlago.
He made some crazy comments, guys.
Crazy comments. Scott Adams made some hellacious comments that may have been taken as racist.
What you cheering?
Why? What are you cheering for, guys? We don't cheer for that stuff. But yeah, Scott Adams made some... Let me tell you what. Let me bring it back to me. Always bring it back to me. I did the digging for you guys. Let me tell you about Scott Adams. He made some hellacious comments. Some of you may have heard about it. Some of you may have seen a clip. If you have not, I'm going to show you the clip. And then we're going to talk about it because for me, this is a conversation that I actually positively went back and forth on. And that's why I decided to go live with this one. Thursday, that's today, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, already past that. I was here on time. You guys are here. You guys are locked in. And hey, you want to participate? It's going to be 313-825-5557. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even... Yeah. I'll monitor. I'm monitoring. I'm one-man wrecking crew right now. One-man wrecking crew just ran out of juice.
You stupid.
I should have refilled my beautiful talking shit, getting clicks sipper, bro. That's what I call them. I call them sippers. I know. Masculine guys don't sip a straw. You see a guy sipping a straw, it's like,
Hated it.
but it shouldn't be like that because the sipper is good. I'm going to make a case for the sipper right now. Talk shit, getting clicks. Yeah. If y'all need a sipper or talking shit, getting clicks. I can't even talk. You need a talking shit, getting clicks sipper, by all means, hit me up. And we'll make that happen for you guys.
I'm just a baby.
I am just a baby. You know. What was I talking about? I lost myself. I just lost myself. I need to find myself. I hope the, oh my God. Yo, I hope the mic picked that one up.
I'm just a baby.
And so are my guts, guys. I got rotten guts. That's another thing. We've been on our juice cleanse. So I've been doing a little fasting. I fast when I sleep, you know what I mean? So when I get my hours of sleep in, I consider that my fasting. And then when I wake up, I don't eat right away. Some days I might have a little cappuccino, a little espresso, a little cafe, a little coffee, you know what I mean? But most days I don't. I don't have anything. And then sometimes I get to lunch and I'm just ferocious with it. I'm like, oh, yo, let me go stop by Chick-fil-A. And I know the little wrap and the grilled nuggets be looking good, but I'm at Chick-fil-A. I'm like, yo, not only do I want the spicy chicken joints, I really hope they bring the spicy strips back. Seriously. Chick-fil-A, please bring the spicy
Hated it.
I can't talk because just saying spicy strips makes my mouth water and it gets me choked up all up in here. It does. But if Chick-fil-A could bring back the spicy strips, I would be happy. But since I don't be eating breakfast, I go ham bone during lunch, and sometimes I take it too far. Like, you can get a meal. You're not supposed to be eating fast food every day, but you know what I'm saying? I'll grab a Chick-fil-A, a nice little lemonade, you know, the fry, and then I might go with the mac and cheese. Or I might go fry, mac and cheese sandwich, plus a frosted lemonade. Yo, it's too much. I don't want that.
I want more.
We greedy out these ways. Out these parts, we are greedy. It's like I got an extra set of teeth and an extra stomach. And not only a small intestine and a large intestine, but I also have a medium intestine. That's how I've been getting down with the food. Like, seriously, like, I joke with people and say, like, just shove your finger down your throat and throw it up. And I know people be having disorders and everything, but man, that's a glitch. I'm not gonna lie, that's a glitch. Exactly. That's how I am with the food. I can't stop. I gotta stop. What's up, chat? If y'all with me, let me see something. My chatties, my partners. Flashback said I should call you guys the shitheads. I don't want to. It's talking shit getting clicks. Like, I know you see in the little circle it says talking shit getting clicks. Honestly, guys, that's the channel. My channel is called Talking Shit's Getting Clicks. But right now, we are having the me episodes of Talking Shit, Getting Clicks. Let the children sing. Yeah. That's what we're doing. That's what we are doing. That's what it's about. Applause. I can sit here and push buttons all day. I will do it. I'll do it. I might just do it. Oh, yeah, guys. While we weren't watching, while we weren't even looking, guess what we did? Hold on. Guess what we did? I'm going to give the music. That's the music. We got 60. We are now at an even 60 subscribers. I appreciate, I do. I didn't mean to hit that button, but I do want more. I do want more, and that is why, oh man, I thought I was gonna get that off. I thought I was gonna get it off, but I didn't, but I'm going to anyway. I'm gonna get it off. I don't know. That's right. Call in live, 313-825-5557. And right now, I'm inviting you to call in because you can talk about what you feel like talking about, as you feel like talking about it, how you feel like talking about it. You could go ahead and talk your shit, get your clicks. Don't worry. I got some topics for you. But, you know, I'm just getting back in my mode right now, clicking around, seeing where things are at, wondering why I'm missing something that I need to have, which is this. I need to have this everywhere, on every scene. On every scene, you guys should always be reminded to click like, subscribe, hit the notifications, and please, guys, let me tell you what. I'm small, I'm building. What you have to do to help me out is share. That's what you gotta do, guys. Share it. Share it. Share it. Hit like, subscribe. Y'all in the chats. I see my chats. I see my chat people up in here. You know what I mean? Whatever they're doing in the chat right now, that's what I need you guys to do out there. You can't be crickets. You can't be crickets. You gotta be the thunder. The thunder. So, once again, Mo 3 times. Hold on. Mo 3 times. Let me do my finger like that and I'll make it there. Mo 3 times. That's me. I am him. Him is I. And all that good stuff. And these are the MEMEME episodes.
The American dream is dead.
It's the MEMEME episodes of talking shit, getting clicks. That's the channel. All right. I think enough of the chitter chatter. Yo, chat, y'all got any subjects? Or do y'all want me to talk about Scott Adams? I'm gonna save because honestly, I think I'm gonna save the talking about Michael B. Jordan to last because it's like a crazy little fun, it's something fun to talk about, something to talk about. But now we're also talking about Scott Adams and racism and stuff like that. And I always think when we're discussing race, that's something that's interesting and anything like that. Anybody got anything else? Because I've been watching news and there's so much stuff out there. No, my chat's.
I'm from Cumberland.
Don't make me remind you.
My county gonna fuck with.
You know what I mean? No? Okay. Without further ado then, guys, let's get into it. That's right. Y'all tripping. Dilbert creator Scott Adams talks his shit. He talks his shit. That's right. Kato said that she likes that, hold on, where is it?
This nigga's gonna fuck with this, bitch is gonna fuck with this, and you gonna fuck with this if you from Cumberland. Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
She likes that.
My county gonna fuck with.
That's Wizzy Hendrix. Check him out. I believe he's on SoundCloud. Hit his IG, hit his Facebook. It's not hard to find him. He's over there. He's out there. He's over there. Those boys be going. They be going. I love that song too. It's just the beat goes to. It's got a little Cumberland vibe to it. You know, it's like I don't know. I can't explain it, guys. I can't explain it, but still, I'm from Cumberland.
I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
But that's right. Y'all are tripping. We're gonna talk about Dilbert creator Scott Adams and how he's talking his shit. And we're gonna discuss a whole slew of things, guys. You wanna know why? Mo 3 times, stick to the script. Stick to the script. That's what they tell me. Stick to the script. That's what they're telling me. They're telling me to stick to the script. Don't. All right. Opening shot. It's my newsroom where we're in. We're in my newsroom. I'm sitting at the desk and I have to look in the camera and say, good evening. I'm, insert name, Mo 3 times. Tonight, I will present to you controversial comments made. Hold on. Let's do this right. Yeah, let's do this. Righty, right. Why? How did I get all small over here? What is this? Hi, guys. Hi. How are you? Make me bigger, please. All right, hold on. Let me put a little Hogwarts Legacy on that. Expandiamus. Expandiamus. Move me to the corners. I just did that, guys.
You stupid.
Am I? Am I stupid for knowing and graduating from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry? Huh? Who's stupid? Huh? I got a PhD in potions. I got an associate's in the dark arts. An associate.
Many people know them as the Jump Out Boys in their city.
That's right. Slytherin House, guys. They're known as the Jump Out Boys. But actually, in Hogwarts Legacy, I'm in Ravenclaw. Nonetheless, that's by me. Flashback. What's good, sir? I see you on the chat. Thank you. You see these eyes? Still a little bag. These are still a little bag. I've been drinking water, you know. I drink water all the time, but my urine was darker than like orange. It was like a bronze. You know, I didn't sleep. I haven't been sleeping well. I've been tossing and turning, but now we're fighting through it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, your quarterback goes down the week before, you think he bounces back 100% the next week? No. I'm doing this with the Kurt Schilling suture in my ankle right now. I'm getting baby stem cells pumped into my body like Kobe. Rest in peace. You know? All right, so this right here, this guy right here is Scott Adams. Yeah, this guy created Dilbert. Look at that face. He is Dilbert, guys. He's Dilbert, all right? And he said some things, and I don't know if you heard it or not. Do we really want to watch what he said? All right. So check this out. During the episode of his own show, the show number, I believe, is 2770. 2770. Excuse me. And the show is called Real Coffee with Scott Adams. You can find it on YouTube. Real Coffee, like the beverage, with Scott Adams. That's his name. And in this episode, he suggests that Black people are responsible for their own problems and that they should stop blaming others for their lack of success. And, you know, I'm just paraphrasing here. And he kind of made comments which some people might take it as he's like a segregationist or something like that. I mean, hell. According to Joe Rogan, little girls can be kitty cats. So why can't somebody be a segregationist in 2023? Why not? But yeah. See, Real Coffee with Scott Adams. That's his channel right there, guys. He sips coffee and he talks his shit. He does this, I believe, every morning around coffee time, and he goes for it. Now, should I show you this? I'm going to show you this. I am always going to keep it a million with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to show you this. However, how am I going to do this? All right, this is how I'm going to do it. I've already talked myself, but you know, sometimes I want to make plans at the last minute. So basically, let me remind you guys, Thursday, that's tonight, this evening, right now, 313-825-5557. We're going to be talking about Scott Adams. We're going to be talking about Michael B. Jordan, L'Oreal, and the red carpet mess, Joe Budden weighing in. We're going to be talking about that stuff too. That's the fun stuff. But let's get through the murky stuff right now, guys. This is the vegetables, but I will, you know, make these vegetables taste as good as possible. But we're about to vegetabilize each other. So yeah, Adam's comments sparked outrage. Now, right now, I am going to cut to a video by CNN. CNN's Jake Tapper is going to weigh in on this. And here we go, guys. Here's the vid. Let's watch it.
Adams on his YouTube show referenced a poll by Rasmussen. That's a pro-Trump media company whose polls do not meet CNN standards. The poll suggested that 53% of black Americans indicated they agree with the statement, it's okay to be white, leaving the other 47% to say they disagree or they aren't sure. We should note here the significance of that statement, it's okay to be white. The Anti-Defamation League says that phrase has a long history in the white supremacist movement. So why Rasmussen was polling on it is anyone's guess. But here is some of what Adams said.
So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people.
A fairly racist statement, as blatant as it gets. CNN's Oliver Darcy watching all of this. Oliver, Adams, who we should note came on the lead in the early Trump era a few times, he's been trending more and more hard right for years now into some really bigoted terrain. But I guess this apparently crossed the line into self-immolation.
That's certainly correct, Jake. I mean, if you watch this live stream, I mean, you just played some of the comments. They're frankly very shocking comments. It seems to be that he is effectively promoting segregation, saying that white people should not be helping black people. They should be staying away from them, and really defending these comments in later broadcasts that I've watched. Now, he's saying he was being hyperbolic and wanting to start a conversation about race. But obviously, making comments like that's no way to start this conversation. He's also, Jake, positioning himself as really a free speech martyr here. But, consequences do follow free speech. He has the right, of course, to say whatever he wants. These newspapers and other businesses have a right to sever ties with them.
Yeah, he wants us to make this cancel culture, but this is consequence culture, really. Now, newspapers across the country were pulling Dilbert even before the syndicate, the distribution company, cut ties with Adams today. This is going to be potentially a huge financial blow.
I can imagine that his finances aren't going to look so great after this, at least his income stream, because like you said, all the newspapers have really effectively canceled the Dilbert comic strip, and it's extended beyond that at this point. His publisher, the publisher of a forthcoming book that he was set to release in September, they've now said they're no longer going to publish that book. He tweeted earlier today that his book agent had canceled on him. So he's going to have some professional repercussions for sure as a result of these shocking and racist comments. Now, whether he's able to leverage the attention he's receiving to start something separate, that remains to be seen. But in terms of his previous business model, that's all but been obliterated, Jake.
Yeah. I mean, he's also, in addition to white segregation, he's also clearly preaching white supremacy. But now Elon Musk is weighing in on Scott Adams' side of this?
That's, if the story couldn't get any crazier, it just did. I guess it's not too crazy that Elon Musk would say something, that would draw controversy, but he was effectively defending or rushing to Scott's defense after these shocking comments. He said that the media is racist in one tweet, and then he went on to elaborate on that tweet, not really doing himself any favors. Now he's saying that he doesn't always agree with what Adams does, but that he finds the Dilbert cartoon funny, Jake.
Yeah, nobody's talking about the Dilbert cartoon. We're talking about what Scott said on the YouTube. Oliver Darcy, thanks so much. In our world...
Right. So, guys, that is what we got from Jake Tapper and Oliver Darcy at CNN, two hosts of CNN shows. Well, Oliver Darcy's like a special contributor, but definitely Jake Tapper has his own show. And that's what we hear. We hear them. We hear Jake Tapper say that Scott Adams is promoting segregation. We heard Scott Adams' words. But as always, anytime we're dealing with these things,
Nothing feels...
I can't believe I'm doing stuff like that. But, as we talk about these things, Jake Tapper always did talk about promoting segregation. He talks that Scott Adams used this defense that he was just using hyperbolic type of language. And then they also make a nod towards cancel versus consequences culture, which, I guess consequence culture is now going to be the defense when people start saying cancel culture. And then Elon Musk, media is racist.
Hated it.
Not saying that I hate that tweet. That's a misfire. That's the button I wanted to hit. Yeah, he said that the media is racist. And guys, if you agree with this, if you got any opinions about this, please call in 313-825-5557. Don't let me have all of the fun. Don't let me have all of the fun. And also, while I'm having fun, don't forget, hit like, subscribe, hit the alerts, also share so we can tear this algorithm up. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. So we're talking about the issue of controversial cartoonist. He's now controversial. His name is Scott Adams, and he is the creator of the Dilbert cartoon comic strip. Right now, Jake Tapper just said media companies from watching these comments have pulled out. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I actually held you know what? I did. I grabbed a Courier Post months ago on a Saturday morning because of nostalgic sake, honestly. It wasn't like I had to wrap any dishes up or anything or use it for, the birdcage or anything like that. But I grabbed one purely out of nostalgia, a chocolate milk and a newspaper, and I read that sucker, and I got the circulars and everything. And I'm not gonna guys, if you never had a newspaper and never held one in your hand, my young peoples out there, you're missing something. Get your hands on a newspaper because they still slap. Not saying that the contents of the newspaper slaps, but, still the advertisements, the comic strips, the headlines, the print, just filling in your hands of something that's there and getting to read it. And, yeah, I suggest all of you check this out. But, yeah, that's what Jake Tapper said and Oliver Darcy discussed regarding Scott Adams' comments. Now, obviously, guys, we have at least two sides to every situation, and it's going to be not... No. Yeah, we always have two sides to the situation. I would say it's going to be the right and the left. It's people who agree with them, people who disagree with them. And I think that's what the issue. I think that is the issue here. You know what? Let's see it from somebody else's perspective. Let us see it from the perspective of someone who considers themselves to be a black conservative. I'm going to bring up something for you guys. I watched this guy, not that I'm a big fan of him or anything like that, but I think you're going to always pick up information from anybody, specifically the people you disagree with. You can always get a gleam a little information. Like I said, we did the Balenciaga with Candace Owen, and I was agreeing with her. And I don't agree with her on a lot of things. I don't agree with her with, but go from the side. Let's see. He puts a lot of videos out. He does put a lot of videos out. I'm going to bring you to the page. Trying to remember what the thumbnail looked like. Regard me, guys. Regard me. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to fast forward past this part because sometimes he just puts in the stuff that I don't want to seem like I'm going to do a CNN. But let me tell you what. So a lot of people are agreeing with CNN. A lot of people are saying that Scott Adams is what's my favorite bad word? Flashback. A lot of people are saying that Scott Adams is a racist, and obviously a lot of newspaper publications have pulled back. The newspapers are dying anyway. Let me tell you what. the people who would actually agree with Scott Adams and support Scott Adams for these comments that he made are people that buy these newspapers. So for the newspapers to get rid of them, I mean, they're probably, that's probably going to not be good for them. It's probably not going to be good for them. I'm not saying it's going to be Adidas kicked Kanye off the board and out of the company bad, but I mean, a lot of people who like Dilbert read newspapers. You know what I mean? A lot of people that still read newspapers, I'm going to go ahead and say that they tend to vote a certain way. They vote conservative. Would anybody disagree with that? Chat. Would anybody disagree that people who are still rocking the newspapers tend to be a little bit more conservative? After that, I gotta wake you up. I know you guys are used to them. But seriously, wouldn't they be just a little bit conservative? I think so. So we heard Jake Tapper and Oliver Darcy talk about the situation. Let's hear it from the conservative angle. These emojis. I don't know what these emojis are. It's like, yeah, those. Kato, you're on your phone. That's an Android. It's got to be it. Those are Android emojis right there. I don't want to dish you or your Android phone because we know the camera's great. But I do not know what that is in the chat. Guys, what is this in the chat? Hold on, let me blow it up. What is this green thing right here? I don't know if you can see my cursor. You probably can't see my cursor. Hold on. Yeah. What is this green thing? She's LOLing. She thinks that's funny. I think it's funny too. I think it's funny. Let the children say. Let them say yay. I'm not hating on your Android. Flashback has an Android. I'm putting everybody's business out in the street now. Give it up for my Android users. I, for one, am not one of those, oh, iPhone's better than Android. I've had an Android. There's things about Android that I love. There's things about Apple that I love. I don't have that fight. Usually, the people that give me the most shit are Android users. They love coming at iPhone users. It's usually not the other way around. However, like she's making these emojis and they just look, these Android emojis just look weird to me. These Android emojis. These Android emojis look weird. Very weird. All right. Thursday, call in 313-825-5557. Oh, we got a caller. We know who this is. We know who this is. Yo. Talking shit, getting clicks. You are on with Mo 3 times. What's good? Caller. 609 number. Word, we're going to be breathing now. Every time. I try to do a show, there's a breather. Let me tell you something. When you come on my show, Mean Gene, and you start breathing, and you're not talking, then it's be time to be fighting. Oh, I feel it through the phone. Oh, Lord, stop it. I'm muting you. Buddy, I got your phone number here. And I know the feds. I don't run with them, but I know some feds. Don't make me pass your number on to somebody I used to know. Please. For your sake and my sake. I'm gonna put you back in queue. I need you with me. Breather. Oh my God, guys. Do not let your boy go out like this. Please do not let me go out like this. I have breathers on my phone line. I do not have real callers on my phone line, and it's live. That's right. It's live. And to remind you, we're talking right now about Scott Adams, the creator of Gilbert, talking shit, getting clicks. And now we are about to see the perspective of a black conservative.
So I want to talk about it because there's a clear double
That's good.
standard here in regards to which groups of people based off race are allowed to say things that, you know, are racist or what may sound like something that is racist or derogatory things about, you know, other races or whatever, and which groups are not, right? So again, I want to talk about this because I find this to be fascinating. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll this clip that everybody's losing their mind over. Take a look.
If you know, nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, you know, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, you know, I have a very low black population. Because unfortunately, there's a high correlation between the density. And this is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods.
Respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Just being honest here.
So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off. Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist. That's the only outcome. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. Don't even think it's worth trying. Totally not trying. And there we go. You didn't expect that today, did you? But those who don't want to focus on education, you just need to get away from them. Just get as much distance as you can. That's my recommendation. And I'm also really sick of seeing video after video of black Americans beating up non-black citizens. I realize it's anecdotal, and it doesn't give me a full picture of what's happening. But every damn day I look on social media and there's some black person beating the shit out of some white person. I'm kind of over it. I'm over it, right? So I quit.
Yeah, so the mainstream liberal media is melting down and losing their minds over these comments that, in my opinion, just my opinion, okay, hey, speaking as a black person, I'm not really all that triggered by, okay? Even though I don't necessarily agree with 100% of what he's saying, I understand what he's actually trying to say. And I think this tweet right here he put out, I think gives more context to what he's trying to say, which is that, is it racist to avoid races who are the same race as each other? Or is it only racist if the races you are avoiding are white? Right?
Is it racist to avoid races who are the same race as each other? Or is it only racist if the races you are avoiding are white? Simultaneously, an interesting question and a tongue twister. That is how Elon Musk responded to Scott Adams' tweet. Is it racist to avoid races who are the same race as each other, or is it only racist if the races you are avoiding are white? Oh man, guys, this is a big one. This is something. You know, as a black person myself, I find Adams' comments deeply offensive. I do find them, yes, racist. And it's not that black people are inherently lazy, which I believe he is kind of getting at. Or, it isn't that black people don't want to succeed, but there are some systemic issues and barriers and discrimination that make it much harder to get ahead. And if you've never been in a position where you felt discriminated, not from a sense of lacking education, or money, or even, the access everybody talks about, but just for the sole purpose of your skin color. But I think it's deeper than that. When I'm looking at Scott Adams, if we're gonna call it racist, it's not your old traditional racism. Is this racism, or is it just a person with an opinion? Chat, what do you guys think? I don't even know where the chat is. Oh, here we are. What is going on? Isn't his husband white? Who we talking about? Don Lemon has a white husband? I didn't know that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, guys, that he has a white husband or anything like that, like, honestly. But, all right, so this is the point that I do agree with the black conservative perspective on, even though I think, although I think that he's a shill, although I think that he's disingenuous, and I'm saying this about black perspective, the conservative black perspective, him as a potter or a person that's giving information. Yo, I'm telling you right now, I believe that if I started picking up conservative talking points as a black dude, I'd have how many videos have I done? I'd have at least 1,000. I'd be monetized by now, guys. Straight up and down. If I was saying Republican talking points on my show, I would be monetized. I think it's more complex than that, though. Not that, no, what I just said is not complex. That's true. That's this guy, because I look at the information he puts out and he does his thing. He works hard, obviously, but he be saying some stupid stuff right now. But what I do agree with, and that's why I put him on, is that, I do believe that this might be, and I'm not even going to say it's for black people, because Scott Adams saying this, I don't think it was a black person that brought this up. This is definitely was caught by the newspapers, because I don't know too many liberal black people that are watching Scott Adams, his YouTube. I don't know many people that know Scott Adams like that. I didn't know Scott Adams, guys, but I'm not going to lie. I went to his YouTube page and I was watching his shows, and he just seems like he's saying things that a lot of white people want to say but are too afraid to say, because as soon as they say it, they become quote unquote racist. He had an opinion, whether you agree with it or not. Are we going to go for the racist factor? These are questions. I'm asking questions. I'm not taking a side yet. Other than I do agree with Black conservative perspective that as soon as white people start talking about race and it's something that maybe, the Black community, quote unquote, doesn't want to hear, I think that we kind of did and when I'm saying I'm not saying Black people actually did this. I'm saying the news did it, the media did it. Yeah, obviously some Black people did jump all over this, but it's kind of reminding me of the Kyrie Hebrews to Negroes type of thing. There's a lot of people out there that have knowledge that, biblical knowledge that, there's a lost tribe of Israel and that they could possibly most likely be African Americans. And that's why African Americans are Jews. And then you go into deeper, and it can get conflicted more. But that basis is something that all Black people kind of knew. A lot of Black people knew, didn't say, and then Kyrie said it, and then we were like, yeah. And what's the big deal? I think this guy is saying something that a lot of white people would say, and a lot of white people are coming to his rescue. So when Jake Tapper and what's the other guy's name? And Oliver Darcy on CNN, when they're going back and forth saying this stuff, I get it. But look what I just showed you. Did I not show you a clip of Scott Adams, where he expounds more on what he's saying? Not just what Jake Tapper and CNN decided to play, but Scott Adams was actually coming to his conclusion and using CNN's own Don Lemon as a source. He cited Don Lemon, which upsets me that Jake Tapper didn't include that in the argument. Like, include that, he's saying, I'm saying this because your own Jake Tapper, CNN's own Don Lemon, has said these things. But is that even fair? Because now he's saying stay the hell away from Black people. Wow, we're staying away from Black people because Don Lemon went on a rant about how he finds it disgusting that, a couple people in his neighborhood don't like using the trash can. Oh, Caro shares with us that he says, I just had someone today at work call in and say that he didn't want any foreigners calling him. I picked up the phone. He had someone who wasn't white calling his number. He said they need to go back. ... Why am I cheering?
What you cheering?
We don't need it. The children aren't singing that. Thanks for sharing that with us, Caro. Now, as I look in the chat, Richard Hatcher, a.k.a. Flashback, brings up a point. I want to know what he did for Black people. Honestly, that is exactly what I said. Like, I've been helping Black people. Yeah, bro, I don't see you out there getting medals and, cutting ribbons for community centers or anything, putting up basketball courts in the hood. I don't see you giving these little kids backpacks. I don't see you in the hood with the turkeys, Nino Brown style, baby. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're hanging in there, Flash. Stop breathing on the phone. Well, breathe, but don't breathe like that on the phone. All right. So, yeah, what does he do for Black people? Now, guys, I watched more of his shows because let me tell you what, the actual show that he said this, he made these comments in, and when I looked at it in its entirety because one of the defenses is that, hey, you guys kind of clipped and made like a blurb. You made a quick little soundbite for everybody to go crazy. And I mean, I watched it in entirety and it seemed a little crazy to me. What he said and how he said it. But obviously, he was being provocative. And obviously it has worked because more and more people are on his show. Now, from the episode that I watched following this, he doubled down on some statements, but I also get the sense from him that he's more of a very pragmatic person. He's not black. He doesn't have the black experience, and as a black person, I don't expect him to understand the nuances of being black, and I don't expect him to know the history, because we just went to Black History Month. I don't expect anybody really know the history and the nuances of, black history and blacks living in America from, 1619 on up to today. I don't expect that from them. I don't think he made hateful comments. I think he made provocative comments. I think he's a potter. And sometimes we say crazy stuff, for clicks, for likes, for attention. But what I don't get is that, like I said, you're going to use Don Lemons, who is a black man, who I'm going to say right now, because I don't speak for the culture, black conservative perspective doesn't speak for the culture. I'm telling you right now, Don Lemon does not speak for black people. I don't think he wouldn't be in the top 100 of people that would speak for black people. And I think Scott Adams quoting Don Lemon is kind of disingenuous. But I also get the notion that Scott Adams doing this kind of tongue-in-cheek. But it opens up a conversation of race. So some people would think that, black conservative perspective would say that he doesn't think that Adams is being racist at all. And he would probably say that he's stating a fact that many people don't want to hear. That if black people want to succeed, they need to work hard, make good choices, just like anybody else. And I think the problem here is that we're focusing too much on individual responsibility. Obviously, you should be responsible for yourself, and you should try your best and keep your word and, try to be as educated and knowledgeable about things as possible. But I also think that saying that and not bringing up, deep-seated systemic issues, kind of makes your argument fall on deaf ears. But I do implore you guys, please go to Scott Adams' page and check him out. Whether he's going to piss you off or you're going to learn something from him. Whether you're going to get to understand a different perspective than your own. Because right after that, he starts talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and that hell that's going through. He also makes other comments. And I'm not defending, but what he says comes on time because, we are as black people are fighting racism and discrimination in this country. Like people don't care. People don't care. That's right. I'm going off the cuff. Listen. We're going to go to the listen. We're going to go to the listen. This is going to be my take, and this might going to be a little weird, but yo, they don't about Black History Month. They don't care about Martin Luther King. They don't care about Benjamin Banneker. They don't care about any of that shit. They're like most people. They want to pay their bills. They want to get some sleep. They want to live their life. And then they get bombarded with news images of this. That can kind of twist your mind. So when Elon Musk says that the media is racist, I mean, boom. The media is racist. But also, Scott Adams is presently a part of the media with his YouTube contributions, and he was part of the media with his cartoons. He helped black people. We're getting back to that flashback. All right. So in the episode after he says this, the next day, I guess on Monday he comes back, or the next day he comes back and he's talking about the controversy because everybody's talking about him, talking about race and everything like that. When he comes back, he does make mention about white people. Hold on, let me find it. Like, these are the things that we don't talk about. But as we're going through there, I have a couple other questions. The Don Lemon thing, and then he talks about beating up black people. Like, he sees this every day. Like, there's some things that I see on my news feed every day, and it's because it's stuff that I was searching out. And I was searching out, and it became part of my algorithm. So now when videos that are like the video that I saved or liked or shared comes up, if there's a similar video, I will get that video. So it seems to me that Scott Adams has been looking at a lot of videos of black people whipping people's asses. That's what he's been doing. That's what he's been doing. So that's crazy. That is crazy. We got any callers? No. No callers. That's all right. That's okay. What's up, chat? What are y'all thinking? Apple is prejudiced against Android. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. But yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, he says that he's for reparations, and when he says about reparations, he doesn't go into it, but I think he's in the camp of, don't give them money, give them free school or education. And he also talks about meritocracy, which we can definitely talk about in America, because I think that is a conservative talking point. I'm not saying that he's a neo-Nazi skinhead, because he does claim that he hates them. And he also does make claims about white privilege and how white people behave, when they don't get their way about things. And he's critical about white people. He says a whole lot of things. But as I'm going through his live, there are people that are making comments that are making, I'm talking about, it's not even a right wing, left wing type of thing. We're talking about just fascists. Let's not say fascists. We're just talking about very, very violent people who are a part of violent groups, violent racist groups. That's what he's talking about. Let me back it up. Right, guys? So I do think you guys should probably go out and check Scott Adams' page. He does about an hour, 50 minutes around shows. He is, he's pretty knowledgeable about, most things that he talks about. The one thing I notice is that he has an opinion. Some things he thinks is dumb, he'll say is dumb, but he has an opinion about things. And I actually kind of enjoyed talking to him. I enjoyed watching the show and coming up and seeing a different perspective in the way he thought about things and his thought process about things. And what he has made me believe is that majority of white people don't care. They're tired of hearing about race. You're tired of having race thrown against you as a black person, and they're tired of hearing. Everybody's tired about this. Nobody's doing anything about it. It seems that there's ebb and flows where we have periods where everybody's getting along, and then we have periods where everything's shit. So we got to figure it out. My strategy is this. Let me work this out. I'm going to tell you a story. I was once in the United States Army, and I was deployed to Iraq. And one specific place I was at one point in time was Baghdad International Airport, aka Bayat. For my brothers out there, right? Now, I love telling this story, especially to the guys who are this. I love reminding them of this. But all right, so we are at Bayat, and it's like we got a down day going. Now we kind of got a day where we can kind of rest, hang out, and chill. So we love this game called Risk. Risk is a game of global domination where you roll dice and basically you match armies to armies and you fight. So you just try to get your armies and you try to take over an entire world. It's basically a map of the world, and you can push your armies through. Check it out. It's called Risk. Get the board game. It's the best. But Risk can take days, weeks, if you're really getting serious into it. It can take a while to play a game of Risk. I say this all because to remind you of my black people strategy for achievement from here on out. All right, so these guys, we don't have a Risk board while we're running that BIOP. Nobody sent us a Risk board, but we had played Risk so much previously to even being deployed that the guys began creating a board. Now I wanted to play, but I really didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't feel like making these boards. They were making everything out of cardboard. They were cutting out pieces. They were making pieces to represent the horses, the soldiers, and the cannons. You know, those pieces that you use on a Risk board. Yeah, we did have fresh, real dice. We didn't have to make dice out of like rat guts or candle wax or anything like that. We had official whistle dice, but they made the entire board. They made the world. They put in all the countries' names. North America, Irkutsk, Kamchatka, Yakuts, all that shit. Japan. I love Japan. That's a whole nother story. But, so they put in all the countries. They got it all color coordinated. You know, they made the cards. Every single card. They made the entire game out of cardboard, crown, magic marker, whatever. They made this board. I watched them spend hours on this. I'm not gonna lie. I went over there. I cut out a couple pieces for them. I was talking some trash while they were doing it. And I was telling them, hey, boys, when you're done, because they were telling me, help us, help us, help us. And I was just telling them the whole time, like, I'm gonna kick y'all ass as soon as y'all finish making this board. Like, hurry up, chop, chop, bolly, bolly. Even though I wasn't helping, I was being annoying. Lo and behold, they finished making the board, and now we're ready to play. I picked the yellow squad because I always pick the yellow squad. It's not a coward thing. I know some of the Patriots think yellow is for cowards or whatever. Yellow is the color of divinity. You know what I mean? It's godly. It's godly. My favorite color. Give it up for my color yellow. So we are playing Risk now, guys, and we're talking shit. We're rolling those dice, boom, boom, boom. I got a guy in Japan, and I probably got like maybe 3 soldiers in Japan. I got 15 soldiers barreling down on me, and let me tell you what, the miracle of Japan happened. The miracle of Japan has happened maybe 3 times for me, but I bust them down like boom, 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 cracked his entire army. I was doing good, and then they all ganged up on me. Whole time I'm talking shit in this game. Hey, what's up? Off the radar. So the whole time, like, I'm playing this game, I'm talking shit. Finally, they've had it. They're all ganging up on me. The black army, the green army, the red army, they are ganging up on me, trying to get me out of the game. Because once you lose your armies, you're going to be out of the game. Now, I had one of the first turn-ins. Now, anybody who knows Risk, you don't really want the first turn-in. You want to kind of be like the last to turn in your cards because you get a greater army. You get more army guys. And I was the first to turn in. So I got a couple soldiers or whatever, but they started beating me down to the point where I was like, yo, like so many people are coming for me. I'm going to just shut the fuck up. I know, guys. I know. I'm sorry for cursing. It is something, Flash, because right now I'm trying to give everybody my recipe for black people, how the black community is going to move from here on out. And I'm using this story to illustrate my opinion on this. Just opinion. Call in line. I'll let you know. Call in line. Guys, is 313-825-5557. Listen to my story. I see some callers in here. We're going to talk about it because I definitely want to, I always want to know how y'all feel about the teams. All right? So anyway, all right, I went from just destroying everybody at Risk to now they're ganging up on me, and I'm down. I am down. So guys, you know what I did? I shut the fuck up. Ain't nothing. Yes, it is something, Flash. It is something because that's part of the plan. Is shutting up. Shutting up. We gotta shut up. You wanna know what I did? I shut up. And when I shut up, it was magic. It's like they forgot I was there. Like, yeah, they would nip at my country, but they went back to their strategy. And as they went back to strategy, I had to reformulate my strategy. And it was being shut up. And I had to look at that board and I had to see weaknesses here or where I could join everybody here to link to get to this country, to beat that country, to pick up a card. Because now only thing I want to do to survive is I got to pick up a card so I can get these 3 matches so I can turn in and then get a greater army. And for about 6 turns, 6 go-arounds, I shut up and I held on for dear life. And I even negotiated some things like, here, listen, I'm going to move my armies back here. I know you need a card, you need a country. Here, you can take this country right here. I'll move it back as long as you don't attack my guys here. Because that's also really the real fun of risk is going into those, what we call the NATO United Nations meetings and negotiating how we were going to, try to take over this world or not take over this world. And that's what I did. I started negotiating. I was humble with it. I had to retreat in some countries. I had to make some sacrifices. I had to take a little piece here. And I had to be humble when I was taking that piece and gracious while I was coming up and stacking up because these guys know they had me down. Hey, what's up, Radar? So that's what I did. And guys, you know what happened? I got 5 cards on the 6 cards and I turned in. I turned in on my 4th card. I turned in, guys. No, I turned it on 5th card because I had 2 more. I turn in, I get my army. When I get this army, the army's so huge, and I'm looking at these other guys, they're maybe 2 turns away from turning. I know it doesn't matter. No matter what, I'm most likely going to turn in my next turn as well because I have 2 cards, and I'm going to pick another card, and really I got a couple of wild cards. I got a really good chance, like a 66% chance of turning in the next hand. So I got this big army. I start building back up. I'm shutting up. I'm building back up. I'm still making humble little negotiations with the guys that were good to me and kind of let me live when I went back to my humbleness, right? And then I got my armies and I turned in my next card my next time and I wiped a whole nother army out. I wiped the guy off the table and I took his cards and I got more armies in space. And then I wiped another guy off the table. And guess what I have now? I have damn near 3/4 of the risk board locked down. Nobody knew it coming because I shut up. I negotiated. I focused on me and my plans and what I was going to do. Worked with who I had to work with. Did what I had to do. And I beat that ass. Overall, I won that game, guys.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
I won that game. Let the children say. Like, literally, people were coming at me just because, I was playing well. I was playing the game well, and they were coming at me because I was talking trash. Now, am I trying to equate, this is the equality here. I say that African Americans, Black people need to lay low. And it's kind of hard because, one of our chief exports of African Americans is sports, entertainment, being out there, being visible, being seen. One of the reasons why historically they said that slaves were brought from Africa is because they tried to enslave the red man, quote unquote, but couldn't because he knew the land. He could escape and go back to wherever the hell he felt like going. He would be safe and fine. They couldn't enslave the white man because, they tried to, but then he could just escape and blend in with all the other white people out there. But hey, you see a Negro, you know that, hey, for most part, these Negroes are supposed to be working these fields. We're going to get them. So since the beginning, we have been the visible people here. That's not going to change. We're still going to be visible, but guess what we're going to do? We're going to be quiet. We're going to be quiet. We're going to be... I'm sorry, guys. The phone lines went down for a second. I am going to connect back right now. But we're going to be quiet, guys. We're going to be quiet. We're going to formulate our plan. We're going to do what we have to do. Does that mean we're going to stop fighting racism, discrimination, and justice? No, hell no, we're not going to do that. But we already know this. This is what I do know. We've had riots. We've had a million iterations of rioting. And I'm not just saying it's just Black people or whatever, all right? I don't want to get caught in the Scott Adams thing, but I don't have time to go into the nuances of conversation. I don't have that time. I don't have that luxury of time right now tonight. But that would be my goal, is to be quiet, keep your head down, work hard, do what you got to do, and then when it's time to blow, it's time to blow. Because I think one of the things that's holding us back, whether it's our fault or not our fault, is that nobody cares. And the more times you bring up racism, we invented woke. We invented the word woke, and it's something that's not even what we meant it to be. It's changed to something else. So many things that we invented cancel culture. We invented cancel culture. And it has mutated to something else. You understand what I'm saying, guys? I'm not trying to be, I would never go, you know, I wouldn't go on anybody's people, really, for that matter. But I'm just saying, like, we got to try something different. I'm thinking the way to do it is just, yo, put your head down. What Scott Adams says about education, that's right. You got to go to school. Gotta go to school, hit those books, learn a trade. Yeah, well, it's not gonna be all doctors and lawyers and stuff, but man, we need HVAC. We need plumbers, electricians, stuff like that. Not everybody's gonna be an engineer, not everybody's gonna be a politician, not everybody's gonna dunk a basketball, but shit. Ladies, stop popping your ass and, you know, hit that sewing machine up real quick. It's not about making a sandwich. Learn how to make a chocolate ganache. You know? And I'm not, obviously, I don't want to do the disclaimer. I'm tired of disclaimers. I'm tired of saying, I don't mean this about everybody, but I'm just saying, yo, this is something that we should do. This is somebody's opinion that's on the outside looking in. So we know he doesn't have the crystal clear view that, you know, somebody in the community would have. But damn, he has a view of what we would call the dominant society. And if this dominant society is saying this, then hey, maybe we need to pay attention to it. I'm just saying. I'm not doing a Bill Cosby, oh, pull your pants up or stop listening to rap music. Don't do that. Don't do that. Pop your cheeks. Twerk your ass. Then do your dances, wear your Jordans, talk your slang, enjoy your life. But yo, at the end of the day, you know, do your business. Oh, Richard Hatcher says the key is don't say all black people. I get that. Yeah. They all litter because they have street cleaners. That was from. Yeah, I just bring up the Don Lemon because CNN's actually talking about this guy and doesn't bring the fact up that he quoted actual Don Lemon, which I find to be just disingenuous by CNN. And then, yeah, of course, Scott Adams, if you're going to talk about race, you should not talk about it just so, you know, helter-skelter, because it is a sensitive topic. Because it is a complex issue. And yeah, I don't think just saying, hell, stay away from black people is the thing. Obviously, we know not all black people. Obviously, we can get a picture in our head of black people that he's talking about. But also, I would say, too, that it really wasn't black people that came for his neck. Everybody else came for his neck. I think we're it's not even, yeah, we are. We're used to hearing ignorant shit like this on a daily, you know? So much that you kind of get to understand that, hey, I can't fight all of this. I can't put my attention to all of this type of stuff. But in this case, I think you guys should really look at Scott Adams. Check him out. He has some interesting views. He is just a different character. And the only reason why I say check it out is because I do think that there is an issue where the only people that are allowed to say anything about black people are black people. And even black people can't say anything negative about black people. No one's allowed to say anything that could be quite anything offensive to black people, you know? But we're always talking about wanting to have this conversation on race, But then as soon as we start having a conversation, someone starts talking about race, this is how we get a little defensive. That's what I'm saying. Guys, hold on for 1 second. I want to bring I'm going to mute this computer real quick. So only I can hear it. I don't know. There's this thing I'm supposed to be hearing right now that I can't hear, that I'm supposed to be hearing. But, call this. Oh, well. I'll let y'all in on it. About to open the lines back up, guys. And,
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press. Enter your 6-digit PIN. Welcome, host. You have not started a show session in Call-In Studio and cannot yet receive calls on Talk and Shit Get
sorry,
and Clicks.
guys.
Please visit the Call-In Studio website and begin your session. Music will play until your session begins, or you may call back when you are ready.
Oh, well. I want to start my show.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface.
Call lines are back
Audio
up.
recording is on.
Call in live, 313-825-5557. Let me know what do you think about Scott Adams, your gripes, complaints. Let me know what you think about my risk strategy for the black community of, be low key, fall back. Just fall back. Fall back and stack. Let me know. Because one of my pleasures is talking to the peoples. It's talking to the peoples. I had to do this. It's not even about being controversial or anything like that. But, I just thought it was interesting because, yeah, we always want to talk about race, but then we start talking about race, and then we're like, oh, you can't talk about race. You can't say that. Some people are like that. Some people aren't. But, yeah. Definitely. Guys, all right, we off Scott right now. But that's right, y'all tripping. That's what he said, y'all tripping. That was just me. Oh, here we go. Who's corny? Who is corny? Oh, man. You see this picture right now? This little guy, he's getting teased. This is L'Oreal. It's like L-O-R-E apostrophe L, L'Oreal. And Michael B. Jordan. People Magazine's sexiest man of the year. I think he's walking around with that crown right now. Well, Michael B. Jordan is making a new movie. He's not just starring in this one, but he's also directing. He's taking over Ryan Coogler's directing jobs for Creed, and he is now the director on Creed. Creed 3. Yeah, he is now the director of Creed 3, which makes this, I believe, like the 9th Rocky movie, the 9th movie in the Rocky series. And there was some stuff. There was an interaction that he had that was captured on Twitter. Let us check it out. Gotta rewind it.
Then the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between you actually directing and working with the same people that you were directed with versus?
It was awesome. It's a family.
All right.
Last 9 years of my life.
I think I can rewind that one. This has gotten 6.1 million views. You know what I mean? That's why we're talking about it, because everybody's talking about this. It's opinion time. It's opinion time. All right, so this is L'Oreal. She is a reality star. She do some reality stuff, Love and Hip Hop, I believe, and she actually was a classmate of Michael B. Jordan's when they went to school in Newark, New Jersey, coming up in the Brick City. I'm sorry for the Bricks, South Jersey, top of the world, but with salute to my people up there, up top. Salute to my people up top, right? I love Jersey. Jersey's where I'm from. But if you ask me where I'm really from, I'm gonna tell you.
This nigga's gonna fuck with this, bitch is gonna fuck with this, and you gonna fuck with this if you from Cumberland. Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
You know what I mean? I be trying to tell y'all. I'm from Cumberland. It is something flash. Jersey is something flash. So here we go. Listen, guys. You don't need to know everything you need to know because you already know what this is. This is a classic case of ugly duckling becomes a swan. I got to do the swan because the swan has a long neck. I got to extend the neck on the bird for the swan. The swan, right? Michael B. Jordan was the kid in high school. He was a little weird. He had goals, he had dreams, he had a focus. That's what he had. And when other kids see that and they're just on some normal kids and you're on your mission, they don't understand that. They're going to make fun of you. You can obviously see he's a quote unquote, where everybody's been saying he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He cares for people. He has empathy. Being a good guy does not make you weak, but according to a lot of these modern women out here, oh my God, hold on. I gotta use this sound effect for you. Use this. Gotta bring it back. Hold on, let me go to my logo. Rest in peace. Yeah, that's right. A lot of modern women have been saying that, nice guys are corny and they're not turned on by nice guys. I read like a Facebook thing of, this guy looks, this girl posted that he looks like a nice guy. He looks like the type of guy that knows where his social security card is. I personalized it because I just had to find my social security card the other day. I had to look for it though. I didn't know exactly where it was, but I kind of knew that I put it up. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm corny like Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, I am. I'm corny. I am. It ain't nothing.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Yeah. Hold up. You still get it. You're gonna get it in proper English. I'm gonna enunciate. I'm gonna enunciate when I talk my shit. But seriously, all right, so they grew up in Newark. If you know anything about Newark, they call it Brick City. And you gotta have a little bit of for you when you walk through that city. But for him to come up in there, make it out of there, big ups to him. Matter of fact, big ups to L'Oreal, because, hey, she was a Newark too. Made it, not just made it, but you made it on TV. You're working, but it's not really work. It's like stuff you love. You're being creative, and it's like a fun play. Get perks. It's like a whole perks in the job, and these guys made it out of the bricks, which should be applauded for real. It's not easy. Scott Adams might think it's easy. Scott Adams sometimes forgets that some people come from places, but look, we got Michael B. Jordan that came from a place where Scott Adams would never, ever be. We got L'Oreal that came from a place that Scott Adams would never be. And look, Does Michael B. Jordan does not look like he litters. I hate litter too. I hate seeing litter. I hate seeing litter also. I hate seeing litter. Yo, if it's a windy day, I'm always cognizant of, you know, if I got like some paper in my hand or like a box or like some styrofoam or something, because I don't want it to get caught by the wind and fly, because I will chase a piece of paper down the street. All right, listen, if the wind catches like a napkin or something, I'll make like the gesture that I'm going to run out of it. And if the wind stops right there, I'm cool. But I kind of have a trust issues too, because like usually when you get right down to pick up that trash, that gust of wind hits back and now you're running after, you're looking crazy. They got you looking crazy. Like ghosts are playing with you. Like American Beauty with the bag. The bag's just, it's so beautiful. It hurts. I know. I go on these things. But yeah, so there has been a whole bunch of stuff. So according to this is how I take it. I take it as Michael B saying that they went to high school back in high school. She used to say that he was corny back in high school. Some people don't take it as this because there is an actual podcast that L'Oreal did with another lady who's actually calling Michael B. Jordan corny. They're not saying it in a bad way, but yo, corny has negative connotations. It just does. It just does. You know. And there are a lot of women out there, young women and old women, and women of age that can't appreciate that. I hate the whole Pookies and Ray Ray thing that we call people. You know, in Vietnam, they called the Vietnamese Charlies, right? Were they Tommies were we Tommies, or were the Germans Tommies? In Iraq, I know we called them, they were called Hajis. I mean, derogatory names. And that's what I don't like doing. We don't want to just group of people and call them, like, give them a nickname. So, yeah. It's just not good, bro. Come here. It's not good, because then we're going to be like Scott Adams. So no matter how, you know, what type of message we're trying to convey, if you say it in a tone or in a way that it isn't going to be receptive for the audience or the audience that you want to communicate to, then you're messing up. Hey, bitch, that's the issue I have with Scott Adams. That's the issue I have with Kanye. The same type of issue. Like, if you're going to communicate something, then be crystal clear on it. Be crystal clear. Also, I don't want to go back to Scott Adams. I'm not going back to Scott Adams because we can do that, but we're going to stay away from that. So that was a Twitter interaction. Let me show you one more time.
Then the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The Corny kid, right?
Chad Science in Newark. Let's look it up. Do you guys want to Google with me? Chad Science Newark. Look. Oh, it's a whole bunch of schools. Chad Science Academy. 7th Street, Newark, New Jersey. They don't have no school colors. Let's go ahead, public. They got a phone number. Let's look at some images. That don't look like it. Oh man, that almost looks like those multi-family houses in Newark, man. They're so beautiful. My grandma had one, and that was a big house. There was scary parts in that house, and it had a little crabapple tree in the backyard. I remember that. It kind of looked like this house here, but there was another house next to it. You know, they got the row houses and everything like that, but it kind of looked like that. You know, the 3-story joints. I can't find the Chad Science on here. As you guys can see, I'm not doing the best looking around for it. But yeah, so they went to Chad Science Academy together, and it seems that back in the day, Michael B. Jordan used to be called Corny. L'Oreal tried to clean it up saying that, hey, his name was Michael B. Jordan, and we used to make fun of his name. I used to get made fun of for my skin color, my skin tone, being light skinned or whatever. Yeah, listen. She called Michael B. Jordan corny in high school. She did. She did that. But, you know what? Let's hear. There was Joe Budden, also a New Jersey native, had something to say about that. He was in Madame Noir. And I believe that's Joey. Joey right there. Joe Budden shares his thoughts on the Michael B. Jordan red carpet incident. Let's see what he says.
Let me tell you. Dog, you doing that to a girl is some corny.
I can see that.
You being
That is
Michael
true.
B. Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive in all of these blockbuster movies.
I agree.
During your highlight week, you've probably never been more visible than you are right this second, and that's what you do to her. And if I bring back them white girl rumors, then it's gonna sound even crazier. Then it's gonna sound crazier because why you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet? We only talking to white like that. But I'm not gonna make it racy. They say I make everything racy. That was corny of him to speak to that girl like that.
I'm not just. I would have made
Michael B. Jordan. That's why I call you corny.
Off air. I would have made a joke off air like word.
Hey, Creed. Hey, what's his name?
I wouldn't have did that in front of.
Hey, Creed.
He wouldn't have did it in front of people.
In case you were confused, that corny shit you did is why think you corny.
Yeah.
She says, yeah.
In case you were off
The
a little
lady
bit.
says, yeah.
As to why you just keep thinking that money hides corny.
More just no, don't watch Fox News too. But yo, definitely check us out. But guys, you heard that? You heard that? That came from Joe Budden, Joey B. He says that he was corny. This is what he's corny for. Let's look at it one more time, guys.
Then the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between you actually directing and working with the same people that...
She did a good job of just like turning it, because they said it's awkward. I don't think it was an awkward situation. I don't think anything's wrong with it. Like, yo, you remember me back in the school? Yeah. Well, you back in school. Remember I was corny? Yeah. She could have played that off like, yeah, you was corny, but now look at you, blah, blah, blah. No problem. It seems like he doesn't have a problem with it. It doesn't seem like he's holding anything with it. Like, people are saying, like, oh, my God, he held on to that for so long. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I got a great-ass memory myself. I can remember shit that I did when I was 2 years old. I can remember crazy shit things that the people have said to me over time. And it's not because I'm hurt by it, just because, like, damn, like, you said that. And it just... You know, it's not something, it's not like I'm hurt by it or it's destroying me or I'm sitting there with, you know, a quote of the word you're saying on a mirror next to a picture of your face and I'm doing like fucking curls and bench pressing to the, like, it's not like that. And I don't think he took it that way either, but he's like, yo, I remember you. I remember you from high school. I remember you called me corny. And then he kept it moving. He didn't say, now look at me, bitch. I'm Michael B. Jordan. I'm Killmonger, bitch. Let me put another bump on my chest and it's gonna be you, bitch. He ain't saying any of that. He just said, yeah, I remember. Yo, you said that in school. But Joey Budden thinks he's corny for that. I don't think it's that big a deal, Joe Budden. I don't think it's a big deal, Joe Budden. But I could imagine that, listen, and this is pure speculation right now coming from me. Perhaps, I'm not saying they have like a sexual relationship, but perhaps L'Oreal happens to be Joe Budden's friend. She's from Newark. Joe Budden, I believe, is from like Jersey City. That's not too far of a hike. Like maybe they run in the same circles. Maybe he's defending his friend. Maybe she called him up and was like, yo, or you know, and they talked about him and that part where Michael B. Jordan reminded her of calling him fucking corny. They're saying that making it to a point where she called him corny on like a a podcast where it was two different ladies, and she was chiming in about it and saying that she did say that they had made fun of his name before, but like, it's not that big a deal. I don't think Michael B. Jordan made it that big a deal. I think the L'Oreal's getting a lot of interviews since then that she's talking about it, and who wouldn't run with that publicity? I can't talk. I really can't talk. Like, really, who's not going to run with a little publicity and, you know, getting interviews and stuff like that, getting their name out there? As a girl that called Michael B. Jordan corny back in high school, but that's what happened. Michael B. Jordan remembers her, obviously. Remember, oh yeah, you used to call me corny. Hell, maybe, yeah, I was a little corny in school, but this is where we are. But Joe Budden, come on, bro. I don't think it's that serious. It's not that serious. It's
Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive in all of these blockbuster movies.
I agree.
During your highlight week, you've probably never been more visible than you are right this second, and that's what you do to her. And if
that's what you do to. That's what you do to her. What'd he do to her? What'd he do to her? But let everybody know that they know each other. That she said this about him. He ain't do nothing to her. He went up to her and reminded her. But you know what he's talking about? What Joe Budden's talking about right now? Joe Budden's talking about the fallout of what happened to her. Because Michael B. Jordan has a lot of fans out there. He has a lot of lady fans out there. And I'm pretty sure some people, you know, beehived him. Like, Michael B. Jordan's got his own Michael Beehive Jordan. Like, Beyonce has a beehive. Rihanna has a navy. Nicki Minaj has the barbs. Like, Michael B. Jordan got some people too. And people get online and say some sick shit because, you know, they're anonymous. Can't go back to them. They throw a little VPN on there. It won't get back to them. And they talk stuff. So, yeah, women, I don't think that, you know, listen, people say crazy stuff on the internet. L'Oreal said that people, you know, were, being abusive to her on the internet. That they were saying that they wanted to kill her and rape her and all the typical things that the 13-year-olds say on the internet to these celebrities. Or maybe they didn't. Or maybe she got a lot of support saying, oh, yeah, girl, you go, girl. You know? What did Michael B. Jordan do? Really? I don't see a big thing like, oh, yeah, you remember me, the corny guy? Yeah. And then she tried to back out of it, and he let her live. He could have been like, nah. He could have mushed her ass. He could have mushed her on the show and just kept moving. He could have did that. He ain't do that. He just said, and then stood for the interview and answered her question. And then at the end, Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country, that's not coming back on. Boo.
Crazy, deranged.
You know, one of the top actors coming out, up and coming actors, and he's been doing. He's got his chest out. You know, he's training for Creed 2. He's gonna be a boxer. He's been hitting. He's been doing these. He's been throwing up his food. I'm just playing. But anyway, you know, he's a new up-and-coming. And then Michael B. Jordan, I believe, right now is the sexiest man alive, according to People's Magazine. Pause.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Pause, but still, like, he's the sexiest man alive. And then Jonathan Majors comes over and he's like, oh, look at this. Could he be the sexiest man alive? Like, she kind of tried to play him out. She tried to play Michael B. Jordan. We can't call him Michael Jordan. She tried to play Michael B. out, like, straight up. Sorry, guys, the phones are down right now. They're down. But yeah, she furthermore tries to play him out. And then Joey B comes on defending her. Going off, making stuff more. Oh, Erica Mena did reply saying, stop Joey, stop. You would have done the same, but worse. Somebody says she needed to be humbled and he needed the moment for the younger him. Honestly, check this out. Yeah, I don't see the problem. I think maybe Joe Budden knows this girl. I think it kind of got personal. She probably got some death threats or something, because you get a death threat for anything these days on the internet. And she went to Joe crying, and then he talks about it on the show. It's like some promotional stuff, but for him to be that emotional, you know, about Michael B. Jordan, it's not like Michael B. Jordan he didn't do nothing. Joey, he just said, hey, you remember? Yeah, corny guy, right? You remember me, huh? You remember me from high school? Corny guy? How old is he? He's around. You go to your high school reunion. Oh, you remember me? Look at me. Lost those 50 pounds. Got these extensions, these eyelashes. Look at me. Now I'm going to do your boyfriend. That's how girls be. But Michael B. Jordan's is like, yo, you remember me? Just be corny? Boom, boom. Now I did what all the manosphere is telling all the young kids to do. Focus on myself. Y'all called me corny, so you know what? I'm going to fall back. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to lift weights. Get right. And now you got to see me. He does that. And guess what? He still gets called corny, so really, she ain't changed his personality. Being corny and being called corny didn't change his personality that much. He's a stand-up guy. He reminded you that you did some fucked up shit to him back in high school. He remembers it. Just because you remember it doesn't mean that you're traumatized by it. You know? Brought it up to her. Said it's all good. It's all love. We from Jersey. Gave her the interview. And then at the end, she still tried to throw a sneak diss. F her.
Crazy, deranged.
F her, bro. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Because I would have loved to hear how Kevin handled this topic. Yeah, I promise I was time. Like, yo, I could all like. Thank you. First of all, my 60 subscribers out there, everybody in the chat, everybody watching the show, I really appreciate you guys for humoring me with this. I've been trying to give you some. Hopefully, I gave you something entertaining tonight. Like, subscribe, share, hit the alarms. I'm not done. I just gotta let you know that I'm here. I'm doing this thing. But yeah, hey guys, that is what we had there. And then we had Joe Budden going off. And I think Joe Budden going off was a little harsh. That's why I kind of stayed on there that long, because, like, it don't add up. It don't add up. You know? He ain't give her no bad energy. Just let her know. Look, I know you know. And I'm pretty sure she's had that conversation with, yo, I knew Michael B. Jordan. She probably tells the same story all the time. Yo, he used to be corny. Because he's a good guy. You're a good guy, you get called corny. For some odd reason. It happens. Not a nice guy. You gotta be a good guy. Remember that.
If you have documents, if you have photos, if you have clues and evidence, if you will.
All right. That's right, guys. Who's corny? Who is corny? Who's corny? That's right. Y'all tripping. Dilbert creator Scott Adams talks his shit. He is talking his shit. So what did we learn today? Because I think both of these stories hold some weight. Listen, at the end of the day, words are very important. What we say is very important, and how we say it is very important. Words can stick with people. Words can, they're very powerful. Pen is mightier than a sword, and why is a pen mightier than a sword? Because the pen is used to write words, right? So, hey, At the end of the day, let's be more mindful of how we talk to each other. Not just the words we say, but how we say it. Let's remember to live with love, respect, and kindness. Let's be a little Michael B. Jordan corny with each other, guys. Nothing wrong with that. And yeah, let's do that. What's up, chat? I can't find my chat box no more. You watch your mouth, you learn the world is smart. That's right, the world is small. When you grow up in Newark, you watch your mouth, you learn the world is small. That's true. It's G.I. Joe's. Man. Won't you just tell us to watch Fox News 2? T-O-O. Look at you. Look at you, flashback. Doing your thing. Yo, the chat is crazy. It is. Appreciate each and all of you guys for watching. And this is the point where I'm gonna hit this. Yo, I'm Mo 3 times. You have been watching our live show, talking shit, getting clicks, me episodes with your boy Mo 3 times. Hey, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. We're gonna have more shows. Don't worry. I'm gonna put out the produced ones. We're not just gonna stay live here. Put out some good things for you guys to watch, learn, and enjoy. And like we said before, don't forget, hit like, share, subscribe, hit the alerts. You know, and watch us on Thursdays, because I love Thursdays, because you get to call in, you get to go in the chat, and we get to talk our shit, get our clicks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, I got an Instagram, I got stuff. Where is it? I don't know where this stuff is. I got a Twitter. All right, we'll be back next week, 7:30 p.m., 313-825-5557. Please leave comments. Anything you want to talk about, anything you find interesting, we can do a show on. It's whatever. I'm here for the YOU. You guys have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.